Hi guys, Dan Barrett here, and in today's tutorial what we're going to do, we're going to create a multi-funnel email list on MailingBoss. So what that means is we'll be able to have multiple lead pages all submitting to one email list, and then in that email list the subscribers will be tagged so that you know which funnel or which lead page they arrived from. So what we're going to need to use for this is we'll be using MailingBoss, and we'll need the integration key, and we'll need a new list and the pixel perfect editor to create the lead pages. Okay, so let's start with the MailingBoss, and I'll show you the multi-funnel list that I've already got so you can see how it works. So it's a fairly basic list, and there's two fields. The only difference is we've got a double opt-in, and the only difference is we've got this extra if the subscriber exists redirect, and it's https URL_origin/download. Now it's important that you make a note of that. So let's create a new list and we'll add that in. So we'll go to lists, create new list, and we'll call this multi-5, and it's double opt-in, multi-5. Okay, click next. What have I missed out? Description. Okay, click next. Now it always starts with just the email list, email field, so we'll add a name field as well. Save changes. So now we've got two fields, and we'll make sure the sorting order is first name first and email last. So that'll be 0 first and 1 for last, and we'll save that. Okay, so that's the fields in the correct order, first name and then email. And then we'll go to update, then go to advanced. Now in here what we need to do is add the sub exists redirect, and that's where you add the https URL_origin/download. Okay, now you may be able to change this final section, but you'll have to watch the rest of the video to understand how it works before you change anything, and then everything else stays the same. Okay, and then save. Now what we need to do is go to the integration section and create the tags that we'll need to attach to this list. So if you go to the integration, which is in the menu down, an integration key, okay, and then we'll add a rule. We'll choose the list, which is the multi-5 list, timeout 0 seconds, and we'll call this lead 1. Make sure it's all lowercase, no spaces. And then the action, what we're going to do is insert a tag value, and the tag value for this will be lead 1, and you can put spaces there, that's okay. So that's the first one, and we'll add another one, reference lead 2, timeout 0, the list is the multi-5 list, and the action is insert tag value, and the tag will be lead 2, and save. Okay, so we've got the multi-5 list, we've got lead 1 and lead 2. Next, what we need to do is get this token, the integration key token. So we copy that, and then what we need to do is go to create a new site. So we'll create a new site. We've got my sites, new website. And I'm just going to create a blank site, very basic blank site. There's only going to be 3 pages, so it's relatively easy. And we'll go with this one, completely clean layout. Now in fact, no, we'll carry on. We've already got a lead 1 and lead 2 page, but we'll carry on. What we need to do now is put the form on the page. So we want the marketing form, any will do. So we've got the form, and let's add an image so that it looks like it's actually doing something. It's running a bit slow. Let's add an image here, let's add that one. Okay, so we've got an image. Let's dress this up a little bit. We don't really need to do this, but it does look better. And put that on that box. And some text. Call this lead 3. I've actually already got a lead 1 and a lead 2 page already created, so we're going to call this lead 3. So let me go back and add an extra tag here for the multi-list 5, and we'll add another tag for lead 3. I don't want to confuse you guys. It's tricky enough as it is, this. Timeout 0 and insert tag value lead 3. Save rule. So we've got lead 1, lead 2 and lead 3, and let's copy that again. Okay, so now let's go back to the editor. Where are we? This one. So let's go to the layout. So we want to call this lead 3 just while we set everything up so we can identify which is which. Now in the layout section, if you actually click the gear icon here in the layout settings and then come all the way to the bottom, this is where you add the integration key. So you want to paste the key in there. Okay, so we'll just go back. That's the MailingBoss integration key, and it's pasted in the bottom of the layout. Okay, and then click save. Let's go to the home page and we'll call that lead 3 again so we can identify it. You can leave the address as home and we'll give the title lead 3 so that we can actually identify it again and save. Okay, so that's your home page. Now what we need to do is add the thank you page and the download page if you're providing them directly with the download. So add another page, and again we'll make this a blank page, start from scratch. We're going to call this page thank you. Keep it nice and simple, no spaces. And then we'll add another page called download. Now before we go any further, we need to save this. Let me just remind myself what these other sites are called so we can name them the same. Right, we've got lead 1 and lead 2. Right, so we'll call this one lead 3. Okay, so we've saved that. If we go back to the Pixel Perfect and refresh this page, it should be listed. There we have lead 3, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to an existing domain, and we'll add that as a subdomain. This is just for testing purposes. Well, I've already got this domain connected, so all I'm doing is adding a subdomain called lead 3. So there's no need to change the DNS or name servers or anything like that. Okay, so that's the domain connected, and now we'll publish it. I'm doing all this now so that by the time I've finished building it, the DNS should be configured and we should be able to see the live site, because it does take a while. And we'll add the SSL. Okay, so that's the domain all set up, ready to go. Okay, so all we need to do now is when we're building this page, these pages, is to make sure that we save them regularly. Okay, so let's go back to the layout. Let's go back to the layout and the home page. Let's configure the mobile view. And I'm just going to keep it really basic. The idea is just to show you the principle of how all this works. Okay, so that's the mobile view. Lead 3, save and publish. Okay, so next what we need to do is configure the form and connect that up to MailingBoss. So we right click and click configure. Select MailingBoss. Now we want to select multi-list 5. Okay, so that's now connected. What we need to do next is configure where the user gets sent once the form is subscribed to. So once they actually submit the form, you want this to send them to a thank you page, letting them know what to do next. And that thank you page is this one here. And this is thank you 3. So make sure that the address is exactly thank you and nothing else. I'm only adding the 3 here so that when we load the page we can recognize it. Okay, but the actual address, the URL in the browser, should be just thank you and nothing else. We'll save that. And likewise with the download page, I'm going to name this so that we can identify it and don't get confused with the other 2 that we're making, but the address stays at download and nothing else. Now what we need to do is put the reference key, the MailingBoss tag reference, which is lead 3, into the pages. We'll start with thank you 3. Come to thank you 3, come all the way to the bottom, and in the bottom there, just, oops, wrong one, lead 3, and save. And then go to the download page, go to the bottom, and lead 3. It's the reference tag that you need and not the tag itself. Okay. And then save and publish. And we'll just put something on this page so that you can identify which page is which. This is your download page. It's only a demo. Now I want to do the same with the thank you page. make sure everything's saved. Just have a bit of text. That's where you tell them what to do next. So, thank you 3. Save and publish. Let's do the mobile view. Shouldn't be too difficult on this example. Page on the mobile view. That's that done, and we'll just check the home page. Yeah, we've done that. Okay, and we'll save and publish. So the last step now is to tell the form what to do and where to go. So we right click and then click change URL, and then in the pending subscribe, that's where we want to send them to the thank you page. So if you click that, now normally what you would do is you would normally click page and then select the thank you page. In our case, just return and go to web address, and in here type HTTPS and it's URL underscore origin / thank you. Okay, HTTPS : URL underscore origin / thank you. Click OK, and then we want to use the same format but for the download page. So we click that and then web address, and in here HTTPS URL underscore origin, and then download. So just double check that that's all correct, you've not misspelt anything, and then click confirm. If you wanted to create your own unsubscribe page, you would do exactly the same. You would create a page, call it unsubscribe, and then in here you would type HTTPS URL underscore origin unsubscribe, and then confirm. Now that's confirmed. So that is it. Everything should be connected up, and that should go to lead 3. So let's just see if this is ready to publish on the net. Let's refresh this. Maybe a delay with the DNS update. have a look. Well, it's loading okay. It's not secure, so the SSL's not completed. Just refresh it a few times. Just give it a few more minutes just to make sure that those last actions that we undertook to configure this form, to make sure that's all updated. But what I'll do now is I'll go back to lead magnet 1 and lead magnet 2, which I created earlier, and we'll connect those to the multi-5 list. So let's do that. So this is a site that I created previously for lead 1 and lead 2. So here we have lead 1, and if I just click to configure, you can see I already have that connected to the multi-funnel list, so we're going to change that and add it to the multi-5 list, like so. And then we're going to just double check that the configuration, the URL configuration is the same. And we've got https underscore URL underscore origin thank you, and the same with download. Click confirm. And if you look at this page, this lead 1 layout, and go to the thank you page, you'll see that the thank you page is named exactly the same. And this is the key for it all to work, is to make sure that on all your lead pages, your thank you page is just named thank you and nothing else. Okay, and at the bottom you've got your lead reference. So that's set up and saved. Just publish that. And then we go to lead 2 and we'll do the same. We'll reconfigure this one. Go to multilist 5 and we'll check the configuration. And again we've got that set at URL origin thank you and URL origin download, and click confirm. And again we'll check the pages, and you'll see that the thank you is just called thank you. You can see the actual name and the page title are different, but the actual address has to be the same. And we go back, and the same applies with the download. So we've got just the word download for the address. I prefer to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, and then we've got lead 2 there for the MailingBoss reference. And we'll save all that now. We'll save and publish. So let's go back and check the MailingBoss list. There's the multi-5 list. We'll refresh this list, and we can see the tags that we set up is lead 1, lead 2 and lead 3, and we've got no subscribers. So what we'll do now is we'll attempt to, I say attempt because as with all these things, there's never a guarantee that it's going to work first time. We've got lead magnet 1, lead magnet 2 and lead magnet 3. I'll just refresh this page. I'll put my name in lead magnet 3. Oops. Don't know how to spell my own name now. Put that email address in, click get your free stuff, and then it's taken us to the thank you 3 page. We're in the thank you 3 lead magnet, and it says thank you, what to do next. So we'll come to the MailingBoss list and we'll refresh that page, Now we have one subscriber, which is me, and we're tagged lead 3, but we're unconfirmed, so I need to check my emails for that. Let's go back to lead 3 and let's see if we can check my emails. Am I on the right email address? Yeah, so check my emails. Confirm my subscription, click the link here, and here is your download. So lead 3 has taken us to the thank you page, and then once they're confirmed, it's taken us to the download page. If we go back to MailingBoss and check the subscribers, if we refresh this now, it should be confirmed. And we're confirmed. Okay. So now let's say, for example, I want to now sign up for this item. Now normally what would happen if you signed up for the same list twice, what would normally happen is you'd get an error because the person has already subscribed, and you wouldn't get to the thank you page. You would just get an error saying the subscriber has already subscribed, or unknown, or some kind of other error. In this case, what will happen now, if the subscriber's already known, it will take us straight to the download page because we're already in the list. But what it will also do is it will tag us with lead 2, so you will know when you go to your list that this person has downloaded lead 2 as well as lead 1. So let's click this and see if it works. Okay, so we've gone straight to the download page of lead 2. Now let's check. If we check the subscribers and refresh this page, now this user should be tagged with lead 2 also. Okay, so now Dan is tagged with lead 2 and lead 3. Now let's go to lead magnet 1. And again, likewise, you would come here. You've seen this promotion, you think, oh, I'll sign this up. I'll sign up for this. I mean, you as an end user, you wouldn't know, you'd rarely know who's running these campaigns and what lists you're going on. So you would just expect everything to work, and that's exactly what happens here. So you can click get your free stuff, and straight away, awesome, get your download. So that's for download 1. So now if we go back to the subscribers and refresh this page again, we should have lead 1. And there we go. So that person has visited your 3 different lead pages, and it is a bit misleading this. I should have used a different term, because it could be an ebook and some software and a PDF, so you would know what they've actually downloaded. Okay, so you can give the tag something a little bit more descriptive. And if we go back into MailingBoss, you can see with these two I've done on another list, I've actually used the tag affiliate marketing and email marketing for 2 different giveaways that I was offering, so that I know that if the same person has been into each of these funnels, they get tagged accordingly. Okay, so now that person is, if we look at the overview, it should, the overview of that person, we're on two lists. This is a different, I've got this actually under the CRM as well, so that if they join they get moved to another list, so just ignore that. They should actually only be on one list, and they're confirmed, and I got lead magnet 1, lead magnet 2 and lead magnet 3. And what we'll do now is we'll just go through that again and use a different email address. Just refresh this, give it a different email address. Sorry, put my name. This is lead 2. Click get free stuff, and because I'm a new user it takes me to the thank you page. Now what I need to do is I need to log in to another account. Just bear with me. Where's the other account? There we go. I've got the email already, so we click that and we're confirmed, and this is now the download number 2. And if we go back to the list, go back one, and we've got a new subscriber, another one called Dan with a different email address. Please subscribe to lead 2. So let's just go through that once more quickly so you understand everything. The first thing you need to do is create your list, and in your list you need to create your 2 fields, or as many fields as you want for whatever your needs are. But in the advanced section you need to add the HTTPS URL underscore origin download, and that tells MailingBoss that if a subscriber comes along that's already subscribed and confirmed, send them straight to the download page. Okay. Next, what you need to do is go to the integration and add your integration keys. Simply add rule, add your reference number, choose the list, timeout 0, and then the action, insert tag value. Like I said earlier, what you want to do is put something more descriptive of what it is that you're offering as the tag. Okay, and then save. So now we have another tag which is for lead 4, which would produce the PDF tag. So once you've done that, you get your integration key, copy the token, come to your page. Where's the editor? Got that many windows open now. There we go. Go to your layout. At the bottom, put your integration key in. Then on your thank you page and your download page, come to the bottom and then add your MailingBoss reference. Now it's not the tag, it's the reference to the tag. Okay, add that to both the thank you page and the download page, and then also on your home page the configuration is the list you want to connect to, and also the HTTPS URL_thank you and the download page, making sure that the download and the thank you is exactly the same address on every page. So the content of the page can be different, but the actual URL of the page has to be the same. Okay, and that's the lesson for today. It's only took 40 minutes, but I hope you understand. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye for now.